Hello, and welcome back to Immortal News. Today we're sharing a list of notable celebrities who have passed away, with announcements made within the last 24 hours. We also have special tributes and updates in today's top headline section. Before we proceed, we kindly ask for your support by giving this video a thumbs up. Let's begin. Thank you. Number 9. Ella Jenkins, celebrated as the First Lady of Children's Music, left an extraordinary legacy as a pioneer in children's folk music. Born in St. Louis in 1924 and raised on Chicago's South Side, Jenkins developed a passion for music early, teaching herself to play the harmonica and ukulele. Influenced by her family's diverse musical tastes, she was inspired by local church gospel, neighborhood rhythms, and iconic performers like Cab Calloway, who sparked her love for call-and-response singing, a hallmark of her career. After earning her degree from San Francisco State University, Jenkins returned to Chicago, where she began working at community centers. There she used music to engage children, a practice that would shape her lifelong career. Her early appearances on TV in the 1950s, including the Totem Club, quickly grew her audience and set her path as a children's music icon. Jenkins's enduring hits like You'll Sing a Song and I'll Sing a Song and Miss Mary Mac became staples, celebrated for their simplicity and universal appeal. Through songs like these, she introduced countless children to multicultural rhythms, chants, and stories, cultivating a love for music across generations. Over her 60-year career, Jenkins received numerous accolades, including a Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award and a Parents' Choice Award, cementing her role as a trailblazer. She appeared on cherished programs like Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood and Sesame Street, and her album, Multicultural Children's Songs, became one of Smithsonian Folkway's best-selling releases. Jenkins's approach was more than musical. It was educational and humanitarian, aimed at fostering understanding and joy. Ella Jenkins passed away peacefully at the age of 100, leaving a legacy that continues to inspire children and educators around the world. Her contributions to children's music and intercultural appreciation will resonate for generations. Tributes to Ella Jenkins. Number 8. Lou Donaldson, the jazz saxophonist celebrated for his soulful and blues-infused style, was an innovative force in jazz. Born in Baden, North Carolina, on November 1, 1926, Donaldson's musical journey began during his time in the U.S. Navy, where he encountered bebop in Chicago's lively jazz clubs. Inspired by Charlie Parker, he developed his distinct sound, blending traditional bebop with the rich, rhythmic elements that would later characterize the soul jazz genre. Donaldson's career took flight with his first recordings in 1952, alongside jazz greats like Milt Jackson and Thelonious Monk. Over the years, he played with influential musicians such as Art Blakey, Philly Joe Jones, and Clifford Brown, leaving a powerful mark on both the hard bop and soul jazz scenes. Notable for his compositions Blues Walk and Alligator Boogaloo, Donaldson crafted a sound that has influenced generations of musicians and attracted countless jazz enthusiasts. His recordings with Blue Note Records and memorable live sessions like A Night at Birdland highlighted his energetic performance style, marked by warmth and a deep connection to his roots. Beyond music, Donaldson's contributions included mentoring young artists and sharing his expertise, which earned him the prestigious title of NEA Jazz Master in 2013. A member of the North Carolina Music Hall of Fame, he was celebrated for his commitment to preserving jazz's integrity while pushing its boundaries. Donaldson passed away peacefully at the age of 98, with a legacy immortalized in recordings and a body of work that continues to inspire. He remains a cornerstone of jazz history, bridging the realms of bebop, soul, and blues. Tributes to Lou Donaldson. Number 7. Bruce Degen, a beloved illustrator and writer, left an indelible mark on children's literature with his captivating art and joyful storytelling. Born on June 14, 1945, in Brooklyn, New York, Degen grew up with contrasting experiences of bustling city life and tranquil summers in upstate New York. His time spent in the countryside picking wild berries later inspired his celebrated picture book, Jamberry, 1983, embodying the playful spirit that became a hallmark of his work. Degen's journey into art began in New York schools, from LaGuardia High School to Cooper Union, and finally at the Pratt Institute, where he earned an MFA with a focus on printmaking. Encouraged by a teacher, he pursued illustration, embracing humor as a core element of his work. This led to iconic collaborations, most notably with Joanna Cole on the Magic School Bus series. Together, they created a world that blended science with adventure, captivating young readers and inspiring generations to explore the wonders of nature. Throughout his career, Degen collaborated with prominent authors like Jane Yolen on the Commander Toad series and Nancy White Carlstrom on the Jessie Bear books, while also authoring his own titles including Daddy is a Doodlebug and Shirley's Wonderful Baby. His vibrant illustrations and infectious humor brought life to his characters, making complex themes accessible and enjoyable for young audiences. Degen lived in Newtown, Connecticut with his wife, Christine, and their two sons, Benjamin, a painter, and Alexander, a comic artist. His legacy, enriched by his art, teaching, and community involvement, leaves a lasting impact on children's literature. Bruce Degen passed away at the age of 79. Tributes to Bruce Degen. Number 6. Bill Husted, a celebrated journalist and columnist, was a multifaceted contributor to Colorado's media scene, known for his witty insights on nightlife, entertainment, and local society. Born in New York, Husted's journey was anything but conventional, moving to Colorado via Crested Butte, where he initially invested his trust fund in a bar before finding his true calling in journalism. By 1983, he had settled in Denver and began covering the vibrant entertainment scene. His career began modestly with $50 columns for the Rocky Mountain News, but his talent quickly led to a full-time position there, later transitioning to the Denver Post and subsequently writing for the Denver Business Journal. Husted's unique style resonated with readers, blending humor, sharp observation, and a touch of irreverence. His writing was known for its engaging anecdotes, often including his signature line, "It's the damnedest thing," though it seldom appeared in print. Beyond his newspaper columns, Husted expanded his reach to television, providing entertaining commentary on local TV and radio stations for 2 decades. A lover of cigars, books, Key West, and lively discussions on the Electoral College, Husted had a passion for storytelling. In September, he was inducted into the Denver Press Club Hall of Fame, a testament to his impactful career. Despite battling cancer, he attended the ceremony, his humor and dedication undiminished. Bill Husted passed away at the age of 76, leaving behind a legacy cherished by friends, readers, and colleagues. His contributions to Colorado journalism continue to inspire, reflecting his deep love for his community. Tributes to Bill Husted. Number 5. Felice D. Guerre was a pioneering advocate for human rights and an instrumental voice for global freedom and dignity. Born in Englewood, New Jersey on June 16, 1946, Gare's early passion for justice was shaped by her education at Wellesley College and Columbia University, where she obtained degrees in political science. Her career, spanning over 5 decades, showcased her commitment to advancing human rights and religious freedom across the world. Gare was director of the Jacob Blaustein Institute for the Advancement of Human Rights, where she led initiatives to strengthen international human rights protections. Her influential work with the United Nations Committee Against Torture made her the first American to serve as an independent expert on this committee, and her roles as vice chair and gender rapporteur underscored her impact in holding countries accountable on human rights issues. Her tenure on the U.S. Commission on International Religious Freedom further established her as a key figure, working tirelessly from 2001 to 2012 to ensure the defense of religious freedoms globally, a mission she upheld as both chair and vice chair. A committed educator, Gare collaborated with renowned institutions, sharing her insights and inspiring countless students and advocates. Her numerous roles, including her involvement with the Council on Foreign Relations, the Carter Center, and the UN World Conferences, displayed her dedication to building an inclusive world where every individual's rights are recognized. Gare passed away at the age of 78, leaving a legacy that has set enduring standards in human rights advocacy. Her life's work remains a guiding force for future advocates, emphasizing the importance of accountability, freedom, and justice. Tributes to Felice D. Gare. Number 4. James Patrick Kelleher was a devoted leader and advocate within the Roman Catholic Church, remembered for his commitment to faith education and social issues. Born on July 31, 1931 on Chicago's South Side, Kelleher's early influences, particularly his family's strong faith, shaped his calling. He attended Archbishop Quigley Preparatory Seminary and later St. Mary of the Lake Seminary, where he earned a doctorate in sacred theology, specializing in the teachings of Augustine of Hippo. Ordained in 1958, Kelleher began his priesthood in Chicago, serving as associate pastor and later as an educator, chaplain, and dean. His dedication to nurturing young minds and guiding future priests led him to become president and rector of St. Mary of the Lake. His commitment to academic excellence and spiritual formation was evident throughout his teaching and mentorship roles. In 1984, Pope John Paul II appointed Kelleher as Bishop of Belleville, Illinois. There he implemented numerous pastoral initiatives, emphasizing education and community outreach. In 1993, Kelleher became the Archbishop of Kansas City in Kansas. During his tenure, he initiated critical reforms to protect minors, establishing an education program, an independent review board, and implementing the Virtus training program, a national child protection initiative. These actions demonstrated his dedication to protecting the vulnerable and fostering accountability within the Church. After retiring in 2005, Kelleher continued to serve by teaching part-time and participating actively in prison ministry. Known for his warmth and approachability, he often celebrated Mass at state prisons, bringing comfort to those seeking faith during difficult times. James Patrick Kelleher passed away at the age of 93, leaving a legacy defined by compassion, integrity, and unwavering faith. Tributes to James Patrick Kelleher. Number 3. James Buskey was a dedicated public servant and respected figure in Alabama politics, whose commitment to his community defined his 42-year career. Born on April 10, 1937, Buskey's journey began in Mobile, Alabama, where he developed a strong sense of civic duty that would fuel his lifelong advocacy. Educated in local schools and deeply influenced by the values of integrity and service, He graduated with a desire to bring meaningful change to his community. In 1976, Buskey joined the Alabama House of Representatives, representing the 99th District as a member of the Democratic Party. He quickly became known for his steadfast commitment to education, healthcare, and economic equality, often championing the needs of the underserved in his district. A pivotal figure in the Alabama legislature, Buskey used his platform to advance numerous policies aimed at improving life for all Alabamians, earning him a reputation as a compassionate and practical lawmaker. His efforts not only impacted local education funding, but also brought significant advancements in community healthcare access, especially for low-income families. Though he ran for the Alabama Senate in 1997, Buskey's legacy flourished within the House, where he continued to serve until his retirement in 2018. His contributions extended beyond legislation. He was known as a mentor to young politicians and an advocate for youth programs, believing deeply in the power of education to shape futures. James Buskey passed away at the age of 87, leaving behind a profound legacy of service and a lasting imprint on Alabama's political landscape. His life's work continues to inspire leaders committed to justice and equality. Tributes to James Buskey. Number 2. Pepe Justicia, a revered flamenco guitarist, was a maestro of the genre whose artistry and dedication inspired generations. Born in 1960 in Belmez de la Moraleda, Jaén, Spain, Justicia began playing guitar at the age of 14, sparked by the influence of flamenco legend Paco de Lucia. His natural talent and dedication to flamenco drew him toward the profound, traditional styles rooted in Jerez de la Frontera, where he settled in 1987. Justicia's distinctive technique and emotive interpretations soon made him a beloved figure in flamenco circles. Throughout his career, Justicia developed a style celebrated for its authenticity, combining soulful melodies with the intricate rhythms of flamenco. His performances were marked by a profound respect for the art form's history while bringing his own expressive touch to each composition. His style was traditional yet inventive, embodying the spirit of flamenco and appealing to audiences both within Spain and internationally. Beyond his contributions as a performer, Justicia was also a devoted teacher, sharing his knowledge with aspiring guitarists and fostering a new generation of flamenco artists who carry his influence today. Justicia's impact extended beyond the stage as he actively supported cultural programs promoting flamenco as an essential part of Spanish heritage. His dedication to both preserving and evolving flamenco marked him as a significant figure in the world of Spanish music. Pepe Justicia passed away at the age of 64. His legacy endures in the haunting, passionate sounds he brought to life and in the many students and admirers who continue to celebrate his artistry. Tributes to Pepe Justicia. What's trending on the internet? News 1. A father and son tragically lost their lives in Oklahoma while attempting to save a family member from rising floodwaters, authorities report. Lloyd Eubanks, 54, and his son William, 27, were swept away after they entered floodwaters to help William's sister, who had slipped while clearing debris on a low-water crossing near Haskell on the evening of Friday, November 8. According to Wagoner County Emergency Management, the courageous son managed to guide his sister to safety by a nearby tree before he and his father lost their footing in the swift current. The sister was able to call 911, prompting a multi-agency rescue operation that utilized drones and swift water rescue teams. The search continued into Saturday morning when the bodies of Lloyd and William Eubanks were discovered. Jeff Smith, director of Muskogee County Emergency Management, expressed deep sympathy and emphasized the severity of flood-related dangers. "We do not enjoy responding to things like this," he said. "This is not a joke. Whenever you go into these high waters, you not only risk your life, but you risk the lives of first responders." Following heavy rains after a drought, officials continue to urge residents to heed flood warnings and avoid flooded areas to prevent further tragedies. News 2. A North Carolina Navy veteran searching for his missing wife after Hurricane Helene was scammed out of $40,000 while attempting to buy a truck. Rod Ashby from Elk Park has been on a desperate mission to locate his wife, Kim Ashby, and their 3 dogs since late September when floodwaters swept their home away. However, his efforts took a devastating turn when he unknowingly sent money to a scammer posing as a car dealership. Rod's daughter Ansley told CNN that her father's truck was destroyed in the flooding, so he sought an affordable replacement to aid in his search through flood-damaged roads and rugged terrain. The family believed they were purchasing a 2020 Ford F-350 after receiving what appeared to be an official contract. However, Ansley noticed something suspicious when the truck listing stayed online days after the sale. She soon discovered that the dealership website was a fraudulent replica created by scammers. The Ashby family has reported the incident to the Chatham County Sheriff's Office, where the case remains under investigation. Meanwhile, a GoFundMe page has raised over $70,000 to support Rod as he continues to search for Kim, who remains one of the last missing individuals from the hurricane. News 3. Janet Savage, a dedicated mother of 2 from Wales, sadly lost her life following complications during a weight loss surgery she underwent in Turkey. Driven by concerns about recent weight gain, Janet, a driving examiner from Bangor, had hoped the procedure would help her regain her confidence and health. She had arranged the surgery through a health travel service and traveled to Antalya in early August. However, the operation encountered serious complications, and despite the best efforts of medical teams, Janet passed away in the hospital's intensive care unit shortly afterward. An inquest held in Wales later confirmed that Janet's death was the result of complications arising during the procedure. Coroner Kate Robertson extended her sympathies to Janet's grieving family, offering words of comfort and acknowledging the depth of their loss. The incident serves as a poignant reminder for those considering elective surgeries abroad to carefully evaluate all potential risks and gather comprehensive information before making decisions. Janet's story has impacted many in her community, who remember her for her kindness and dedication as both a mother and a professional. Her family's focus remains on honoring her memory and celebrating the positive impact she had on those around her. News 4. Baltazar Ushka, Ecuador's renowned last Iceman of Chimborazo, has passed away at 80, following a tragic accident involving a bull. Ushka, who devoted his life to the ancient craft of ice harvesting, was celebrated worldwide as a guardian of tradition on Ecuador's highest peak. For nearly 7 decades, Ushka trekked the rugged paths of Chimborazo, carving ice blocks from the glacier and transporting them on muleback. This practice, which he began as a young boy, honored a lineage of Andean ice harvesters that dates back centuries. Known as a humble and resilient figure, Ushka captured the imagination of people far beyond Ecuador's borders, embodying the resilience and wisdom of mountain life. His dedication was documented in international media, including BBC and the New York Times, where he was admired as a symbol of cultural heritage. In addition to his work, Ushka achieved a lifelong goal in 2020 by completing primary school at 76, a testament to his commitment to learning and growth. His passing marks the end of an era, leaving a legacy that echoes the enduring beauty and strength of his Andean heritage. News 5. Amy Grant, the Grammy-winning singer, is embracing life with newfound gratitude after facing 2 major health challenges in recent years. The 63-year-old, who underwent open-heart surgery in 2020 and sustained a brain injury from a bike accident in 2022, says these events have deepened her appreciation for each moment. Everything became more precious, Grant shared, reflecting on how quickly life can change. Her heart condition, a rare defect known as PAPVR, was discovered during a routine check for her husband, singer Vince Gill, whose doctor suggested Grant also get tested. The diagnosis came as a surprise, with Grant saying she had always pushed herself, assuming any fatigue was just a part of life. Following surgery, she made fitness a priority, particularly through swimming, which helped her regain strength. In 2022, Grant's health was again tested when she hit a pothole while biking. The accident led to memory issues that lingered for months, but her outlook remained positive. Today she says her memory has improved, and she feels fully in control. Balancing her music career with family, Grant sees these experiences as a reminder of what's most important. She'll soon begin her Christmas concert series with Jill, grateful to share life with her loved ones in a whole new way. News 6. The Golden Bachelorette contestant Michael Stevens recently opened up about his decision to share his cancer diagnosis on the show's Men Tell All episode. The 65-year-old explained in an Instagram post that he revealed his diagnosis publicly to encourage other men to prioritize their health. "I thought, maybe one guy out there watching decides to get a physical, and that moves the needle," he shared. Stevens admitted he hadn't planned to discuss his diagnosis unless he received a one-on-one date with Joan Vassos, this season's lead, but ultimately felt it was worth sharing to inspire awareness. Since then, he's been open about his health journey, noting he's almost done with treatment and feeling optimistic. Reflecting on his experience, Stevens also spoke about the unexpected friendships he formed on the show, saying, "Guys my age are terrible at forming new friendships, but the show kind of forces guys to go deeper." He praised the group's willingness to share their life stories, which helped them build a strong bond. Grateful for the experience, Stevens thanked his castmates and host Jesse Palmer for their support, adding, "I'm gonna be fine. It was caught early. This experience came at just the right time for me." Number 1. Galliano Huso was a dynamic and influential figure in Italian cinema, known for his bold approach to filmmaking as both a producer and screenwriter. Born on April 18, 1937 in Alberona, Italy, Huso emerged in the film industry during the 1970s, initially working with Cinemaster before joining Metro Film in 1985. His early career saw him producing police and action thrillers, notably featuring the character Marshal Nico Giraldi, played by Thomas Milian. These films, popular in the late 1970s, established Huso's reputation for crafting gritty, streetwise narratives that resonated with audiences. Throughout his career, Huso demonstrated remarkable versatility, venturing into diverse genres including comedy, crime thrillers, and dramas. He notably produced The Carabinieri, a celebrated comedy, and ventured into the action genre with Long Live the Seal and Perfume. Huso was also a prolific screenwriter, contributing to influential films such as The Route and Lady of the Night. His script writing skills complemented his production work, allowing him to shape multi-layered stories that captivated audiences. In his later years, Huso continued to support Italian cinema, producing contemporary films like Mary for Rome and In the Ladies' Bathroom. A private individual, he kept his personal life away from the public eye, yet his work in film reflected a deep commitment to the art form and its cultural impact. Galliano Huso passed away in Rome at the age of 87. His legacy endures through his contributions to Italian cinema, where his films continue to inspire filmmakers and entertain audiences. Tributes to Galliano Huso. Judith Jamison, an iconic force in American dance, dedicated her life to the art, touching countless lives with her extraordinary talent and leadership.